Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about hair and hair growth and hair care and basically how I grew my hair. So it's also a hair update. So I've just come out of the shower. I've washed my hair and deep conditioned. I washed my hair with the Shea Moisture Retention Shampoo, which is this. And I deep conditioned with a mix of the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Intensive Repair. So the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Intensive Repair Mask. I also used a Nigerian brand. Sorry if I sound out of breath. I woke up on Friday with like this nasty ass flu, so it's just taking over my life. I used Sorrry Damage Be Gone. This is also a deep conditioner. And I mixed both of these in with some good old olive oil and I put that in my hair. I didn't steam today, I just put it in my hair and I let that sit for about 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I watched a movie, came back and rinsed it out. So this is where I am at. So I'm gonna go through protective styling with you, and while I'm talking to you, I'm just gonna be getting my hair ready for a twist out. But can you guys see how much my hair has grown? Like, you can't even see the end of my hair on camera, like inches, honey. Okay, so I'm also gonna tell you like what I'm doing while I'm speaking. So I'm just gonna section my hair off into bits. I always start at the back because it's just easier for me twist out wise, and then separate this away. When doing a twist out, you want your hair to be like not dry. This is too dry, you're not gonna get the right curl definition that you want. You want your hair to be kind of damp. So I have a mix in here of tea, normal Lipton tea, some aloe vera juice, and some water. Tea just helps reduce shedding and it's really good for shine. So that's what I've got in here. And then on my hair, I'm gonna be using the Jamaican Black Castor Oil, not Free Forever, as my leave-in. I'm gonna use the Olaplex Bond Corrector number 2 as like a cream. And then I'm just gonna use the Camille Rose Natural Aloe Whipped Butter Gel as a styler. So now that I've told you everything I'm doing and I don't have to like keep explaining, I'm just gonna get into the video. Okay, so the first thing really is like, what is protective styling and why did I decide to do it? So protective styling is pretty much putting your hair in like a low manipulation to no manipulation style, because the more you fidget with your hair and you run your fingers through it and you're constantly combing it, you're doing this, you're doing that, it's gonna shed more, it's gonna break more, it's gonna snag more, so you don't retain as much length. So protective styling is something that in the natural hair community, it's like, okay, I need to give my hair a little bit of a break. What do? You protective style. The reason I decided to start protective styling is because I just found that my hair, I don't want to say it wasn't growing, but it was just growing at a really slow speed, or rather I wasn't retaining the length I felt like I should have been retaining. So I was like, you know what, let me just put my hair away for a whole year and see what happens, see if that actually has an effect on the health of my hair, and the speed and retention of length of my hair. I definitely have noticed a difference in my hair. My hair is a lot stronger, it's a lot longer, it's a lot more shiny. I don't have as much split ends as I used to, which is fantastic, and I'm actually just at a place where I'm now like happy with my length. Obviously I want it to be longer, but this is like the shortest I wanted my hair to be. So now that I've reached my like goal length, not goal length, but I've reached my minimum goal length. So I'm happy. I'm happy. How long did I do it for? I started protective styling in November of 2017, and I had my hair out for the first time for an extended period of time this last 2-3 weeks. So I've literally pretty much had my hair protective styled for a year and a bit. Yeah, so just to show you, I'm now taking these sections that I've moisturized and put all the products on, and I'm just gonna twist that up. So a total in my head, maybe I'll have like 12 twists, but it varies each time. So sometimes it's 12, sometimes it's 16, sometimes it's 18 if I really have time and I'm really going into it. but this is just for the week. I may not even have my hair like out in the twister. I may just put it in a ponytail. So this also is just to make sure that I'm moisturizing my hair properly and I'm getting to like all the sections. So I put some conditioner at the end and turn it, like spiral it, so I don't have so I don't have those frizzy ends that people get. So anyway, back to the video. So an example of what a protective style would be. Okay, so I'm gonna put my pictures all up on the screen, and I'm actually gonna put them this time. I hope you can see them now, of the different styles that I did. So I've explained what a protective style is. So anything like wigs, braids, you know, stuff like this. Like if you do your hair like this and you leave it like this for 2-3 weeks, that's a protective style. Like I could probably do that. I won't because I don't like the look, but you know, this would be an example of what a protective style is. Anything that doesn't require you to like manipulate your hair every single day is a protective style. Okay, the next thing which I think is important for me to talk to you guys about is how to actually like protective style. And I think the most popular form of protective styling in Nigeria has to be wearing wigs, which is a really good one because you can take it off every day, you can still moisturize, this, that and the other. But you have to do it right, because I know a lot of people that just braid their hair under their wigs and then that's all, and then you put some oil on your scalp and you think you're moisturizing your hair. No, you're not. That's not the way it actually works. So if you're wearing a wig, you should ideally also wear a wig cap. That helps just keep your hair away from the hair on the wig, and that constant, like the nets from the wig tugging at your hair. You should wear a wig cap that keeps your hair flat and just keeps everything like in there. So obviously if your hair is a little bit rough and you're wearing a wig cap, you can still get away with those cornrows. So things that would make your hair rough would be stuff like, you know, rubbing on your scalp, adding oil, this, that, and the other. I understand that, but if you wear a wig cap, it keeps it flat. So what you would need to do for your wigs is, the first thing is, I would say don't leave your wigs don't leave your cornrows in longer than 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks you should at least, you know, take your hair out, put some water on it, deep condition it, you know, moisturize it properly on all the strands, and then there's no problem with putting your cornrows right back in if that's what you want to do, but you've taken time out to actually take care of your hair. That's the first thing I would say. The second thing that's important is to actually make sure you're moisturizing it properly. So there's something called the LOC method, which is liquid, oil and cream. And so for people who don't really understand their hair, that's just the best way to do it. So liquid will be something like this, like a leave-in. O is oil, so whatever oil, coconut oil, olive oil, whatever you're using. And a cream will be something like this, something a little bit thicker. So what that is it just puts everything together, because creams make sure that everything is sealed. Oils are usually sealants, so they just make sure that whatever moisture and water is in your hair is completely sealed. So the reason I sprayed my hair first was because water is the #1 moisturizer, and you want to keep as much of that water and nutrition in your hair as you can. So using water-based moisturizers and making sure there's enough water on your hair first before you seal the moisture in goes a long way. Another way to maximize your protective styling is to take a spray bottle like this on your ends often and spray them with water. Once they're done, put a little bit of conditioner and then put some oil on it, because the ends of your hair are they're the oldest parts of your hair, so they're very weak. They're the weakest parts, so they need the most attention. So when it comes to conditioner, like when I'm moisturizing my hair and I take some conditioner like this, oh, I took a lot because this is a lot because I'm still putting a lot of products on this section. So I'll take my conditioner, but I'll start from the bottom and work my way up, because I want majority of my product to be distributed at the bottom and then work it up along the strands of my hair. So when you have your cornrows in, just make sure, even if you're not, you know, oiling your scalp and doing all that extra stuff, make sure you're at least oiling your ends, because if your ends are healthy and they're not breaking off, then you're not losing your length. You know, you're retaining your length, and then your hair is gonna be longer, which is what we all want. So it's really just about technique and making sure your technique is right. And you just have to remember, when you take off your wig, don't just sleep on your pillowcase like that. Sleep on a silk pillowcase, because what cotton does is all these cotton pillowcases, they actually absorb moisture. So which is why I dried my hair with a cotton t-shirt. So it takes all the excess moisture out without the on a towel. we have these things. So this is the difference between, you either use a t-shirt or a microfiber towel. This is a regular towel, as you can see. It has these like rough bristles on it. A microfiber towel is completely like smooth. So what this does is it makes your hair frizzy. So never ever use a towel to dry your hair. It's like the worst thing you can do. So yeah, that's what, back to the cotton thing. The cotton actually takes away all that moisture. So imagine I've done all this to my hair, I then go lie down on a cotton pillowcase. It's going to just basically negate everything I've done, and this is going to take me, what, 25 minutes? I don't want to do that. I don't want to go back on all my progress. So I make sure I sleep with a silk pillowcase. I actually have some silk pillowcases for sale. If you guys are interested in buying any silk pillowcases, just let me know. I haven't quite like marketed it yet because I just haven't, but obviously you guys are my YouTube fam, so if you want one, I can actually send you one. They are so useful. They're really good for your skin. They promote healthy skin because it's silk. Like, your skin is just going to be great because it's going to be more moisturized, because the cotton doesn't only absorb moisture from your hair, it also absorbs the moisture from your skin. So that's why silk pillowcases are like luxe. So they're not expensive, but you know, let me know if you guys are interested in them and I will make them available for you. I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of a twist out tutorial while I'm here. Okay, so you need to make sure your sections are smooth. The smoother they are, the more smooth your twist out comes out. Don't be afraid to be heavy-handed with your products. Like, the more saturated your hair is, the more it's gonna take to this twist out curl pattern. Like, trust me, it really does make a difference. And also, moisturized hair just is better. So the fact that I deep conditioned before I did this is gonna make my twist out also look more healthy and more shiny, and my ends look more nourished and stuff like that. So you see, I don't take my sections super big. I still take them small enough that I can access every area, you know, not missing anything, and just, oh gosh, my hair is so healthy. So the way you figure out if sections are too big or too small is, what I'm explaining how it works is, these sections still frizz a little bit. So if it's too big, right, when you take it out, it's going to be too big a section because you still have to separate. So I'm going to show you guys how to separate a twist out. So you still have to separate it. So if it's too big, the more you separate, it just reverts right back to form. But if they're small, you can separate and separate and separate and have like each curl almost like what the size of my individual curls are, which is the point, to make it look somewhat like, you know, natural. But just elongate my curl pattern just a little bit. And then, so again, the reason why my hair isn't tangled, which is probably what some of you are thinking, is because I detangled my hair when my deep conditioner was in. So that's what I do. I put my deep conditioner in, I saturate my hair with it, with the oils and everything. I take a wide tooth comb like this, you can see, and I use that to comb my hair because it's spacey enough to not snag, not break my hair, stuff like that. So don't use a brush. Make sure you're always using a wide tooth comb because that's really the only thing that can go through your tangles. They're kind of like fingers, and fingers are really the best tool you have, but it's just long. So using a wide tooth comb is the only way really, or a tangle teaser, to get through your hair without actually snagging and breaking it off. Okay guys, that is it. I have twisted up my hair. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh boy. 16, 17, 18, 19. I think I have about 20 braids in here at the moment. And I left out one strand, so I'm just gonna take out one twist and twist that back up. But while I do that, see, this is kind of how the curl pattern is gonna come out now. Do you see? All crimped up. It's super cute. Anyway, so before I go, I do have one more thing for you guys. I know I didn't use a lot of stuff from the brand today because I like to, oh, excuse me. Because I like to try a whole mix of stuff, but I definitely used their shampoo, and I always use their deep conditioners. Their deep treatment masks are like the best in the market. So luckily for you, they've come to Nigeria and they've given me a discount code of 15% off on Jumia. So I'm gonna put the discount code right here so you guys can go shop and basically get the stuff that I use on my hair for yourself at 15% off. So that discount code is valid up until the 31st of March. I'm sorry, 15% off up until the 31st of March. So make sure you take advantage. They have basically all the stuff. My go-to leave-in when I don't have this one is Shea Moisture. It's the Jamaican Black Castor Oil line, and I love it. So I'll put down below some of my recommendations as well as the discount code so you guys can check it out and buy some stuff and let me know what you think. But I'll come back tomorrow morning when this is all dry to show you guys how I take it down and how I actually get the whole twist out look. So yeah, I'll see you in that part of my video, but just in case I wake up late for work and I am not able to, I will just post pictures. But yeah, if I'm going out, this is kind of how I would go out. I would just pack this, and that also helps me stretch the twist so that my hair falls a little bit longer, if that like makes sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys, but before you go, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and you like and you comment and all that good stuff. And if you are going to use the discount code, just let me know so I know how many of you guys find this kind of thing useful. All right, see ya. Bye.